Hi, I'm Ryan Rotenberg.
And I'm Jared Rotenberg, and welcome to Rotie's Kitchen. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our very own Rotenberg Family Sports Network, Rotie's Kitchen, where we will be breaking down the hottest of takes, the biggest of breaking news, and all things you need to know throughout the sport of hockey. For myself, Jared Rotenberg, and my little brother, Ryan Rotenberg, we are the biggest sports fans you will find.
I'll tell you, I'm 2 years into the, and I love the Leafs always. I never really watched the games until 2 years ago.
It took a lot of convincing to get him to hop on
and
board.
We're talking, I will never miss a game again. He was there 2013.
2013-14, in the dog days. I've been watching for years, and I was always sitting there on that couch watching alone. Finally, I brought this guy in with me.
You had to share the disappointment somehow.
Exactly. Now, we would have a lot of dinner time conversations sitting around the Rotenberg family table, breaking down our hot takes, our opinions, and everything you need to know. And let's just say, our opinions on some things tend to differ quite a bit.
For sure.
That's what gave us the inspiration, because we knew some people out there need a glimpse into what happens at the Rotenberg family table, and there was born the idea for Rotie's Kitchen, a sports network of our very own, where we could break down all of our takes and share them with the world. Now, Rotie's Kitchen is obviously, it's the kitchen where all the cooks are cooking, and we're putting out our takes, but within the Rotie's Kitchen brand, we're going to have some different shows, different segments, all kinds of things to share our individual opinions before we collab on the Big Boy podcast like you're seeing here.
And I will say, you're going to see us clash. We don't agree with a lot of things.
Oh, no, we don't.
It's good talks, and I'm excited to share it with the world.
Well, so Rotie's Kitchen is the main brand. You're seeing a glimpse of what that kind of dynamic is going to look like. But now, Ryan, I'm going to let you introduce your own show of what it's going to look like when we go at things from more of an individual standpoint.
So my show is called Rotten Takes. It's going to be my side. I'm going to bring in guests. I may have Jared in as a guest, and we're just going to talk about my takes. Usually they might be pretty rotten. Sometimes they're spoiled.
I'd say most times they're rotten. Fitting with the kitchen theme.
I'm going to talk about signings, trades, contracts that I think are great, and people that I really think are players to look at that might be super valuable for their cost, and players that are very ineffective for their cost. And that's the kind of breakdown I like to go through.
Now, as you might have known from myself, Jared Rotenberg, my name, I'm hoping, might be a little bit familiar. For the last few years, since my first year of university, I've been pumping sports content out the wazoo on social media, primarily TikTok, providing my opinions. At the beginning, I was doing every single Leafs game videos, but since then, I've been doing every major trade, every major breakdown. My bread and butter, I like to say, I pride myself on very thought-out playoff predictions. I spend hours throwing stuff at that dartboard and just seeing what sticks. So I pride myself on my own content, but now my TikTok page, Jared Rotenberg, is just going to become another show on the Rotie's Kitchen Network. It's going to be adding to the encapsulation of what this show is going to be, what this network is going to be. And then, of course, Rotie's Kitchen itself is going to be your good old-fashioned podcast. Think the SDPN, think the Steve Dangle Podcast Network, think Spittin' Chicklets. Well, get ready for Rotie's Kitchen, where the Rotenberg brothers are clashing head-to-head. I'd say a better example might even be what the Kelsey brothers are doing. Well, forget about the Kelsey brothers, and let's introduce the Rotenberg brothers as we are going to be taking off. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is a follow that you need to make, an investment, so to say, that you need to make.
You're getting in early. This is the beginning.
It's just the beginning right here. We're just turning the stove off. We're just starting to cook. Because this burger behind me is about to be on fire with the takes. We're going to be on YouTube. We're going to be on TikTok. We're going to be on Instagram. All kinds of other social media platforms.
We'll have everything in the description.
Everything in the description. So this is a journey you are not going to want to miss. Now, Ryan, before we end this thing off and send her home, before we serve off this plate out to the world, do you got anything else to say?
I'll see you tomorrow.
We'll catch you on the flip side, ladies and gentlemen. This journey starts now. This journey starts now. Take care, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you very soon.